Lovely. Okay, come and lie down on your backs. So let's start with the a little bit of head and neck stuff. So just let yourself rest down onto the floor for a moment. Let your head become really heavy into the mat. Allow your jaw to relax. Your throat to soften. We'll just begin gently to roll the head from side to side. So just start small and observe how the back of the head rolls on the floor and what the shape of it feels like. Is it easier to roll to the right than the left, or does it feel like it's equally mobile on both sides? Don't need to change anything, just notice. Now come back to center and circle. And then you're away. Center, now just start to nod the chin. And slide your head back as well and look over your head behind you. And then tuck your chin towards your chest and lift your head off the floor, looking in between your legs. Place your hands behind your head. Let your head relax into your hands and then roll down. Open the elbows out wide. And then lift the elbows up into your eye line. Nod your chin, heel your head and then upper back off from that. And then forward. Relax the elbows. Nice. So you lift the elbows up the chin, roll up. And one more. Now curl up and hold it, reach the arms forward. Just start to pump the arms. Keeping the chin tucked. Yeah, just gently. Nice. And then place the hands back behind your head. Roll down. So just a tiny mini moment of hunger, not nothing. Raise the arms up above your chest. And then open your arms out wide. And lift them up. That's it. Keep going. Breathe through the movement. Doesn't matter how you breathe. Deep breaths. Let's take that into circles. Evening, Helen. We made it. Two. Circle the arms all the way around. Stretch the neck above your head. The ribs really heavy and soft into the floor. And then reverse. Circle the arms forward. That's the side. Open the arms out wide, place them onto the floor. Lift the right arm up, bring it across, roll the ribs so you're putting one hand on top of the other. And then open that right arm out, lift the left arm up, bring it across, put the hands together. Keep doing that and try to keep the legs roughly still. So you might roll a little bit, but try not to let the legs come with you completely because then you lose your rotation. So we're trying to rotate the ribs spine. Now roll onto your side and stay there. And then it's as if you're starting a fire. Just slide one hand forward and back. Forward. Nice. And then open that arm out. Let's do that on the other side. So you lift the other arm up, hands together, and just slide the top hand forward and back. And open back out. Let's do that one more time each side. The first arm across, and again, slide forward and back. And then open. Last time on the other side. Breathe. And then open both arms out. Put the knees and the feet together, and then I'll roll the knees side to side. Even there's always that wide. Come back to center, leave your knees and feet together, and then just bend the elbows. So you lift the forearms vertically, that's it. Palms face your feet, and then roll the hands back towards your head, and then forward towards your hips. Yeah, so internal and external rotation of shoulders. Notice if you're happier taking your hands back towards your head, or whether you're happier taking your hands towards your hips. Take your arms back, stay there, lift your hips just off the mat. Lift your palms just off the floor. Press your knees and feet together, then keep going with your arms. And then place your bum down, put your feet wide apart, straighten your arms back out to the sides, and then go back to rotating. So knees to one side, and then across together. Kind of pull that top knee down toward the mat. So if I go to the right, I'm putting the left knee down to the floor. As I go to the left, I'm putting the right knee down to the floor. Just stretching the outside of the thigh and hip. Last one. Come back to center. Bring the feet back to parallel. Slide your right leg straight. Fold your left knee up. That's it. Bring the leg across, twist. Reach back through the left arm. Come back to center and squat. Slide the left leg straight for the right knee. Bring it across and twist. Try and leave the arm on the floor. So as we take the left leg across, try and leave the left arm onto the floor in opposition. Vice versa, as you take the right leg across, leave the right arm down. And actively stretch it back in order to shine. Now, come back to center. Keep one leg straight on the floor and the other knee bent. Put your hands against the top of your thigh and push your thigh into your hands and hold that resistance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the back of the leg. Push the back of your thigh down and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands to the outside of your leg. Press outward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the inside of the thigh. Press it inward and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your arms down, circle the thigh, keeping them bent. Glide that thigh easily down inside hips up. Good. And then reverse, slap the other way. Pull your knee into your chest. Stay there for a couple of breaths. And then swap your legs right there. So fold the other knee and hands against the top of the thigh. And then we're going to resist. So you push your leg into your hand and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back of the leg. Press down and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the outside of the leg, press outward and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inside of the leg, pressing inward. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms down, circle the thigh. Reverse. Bring that leg back to center, hug it in. Pick up the other leg, hug both knees. Let's take a little rock side to side. Now come back to center, put your arms down. Press your thighs away from you until you start to feel the stomach muscles starting to work. And then pull your knees into your chest. Lay your lower back really flatten into the floor as your knees come in. And then as your legs go away from you, try and keep the lower back connected into the floor. So try and keep that flexion of the lower back into the mat. So you don't let the lower back come away from the floor. Now hold at the point where you feel your abdominals working, but you don't feel any strain in the back. And then start to lower one foot to the floor, and then up, and then lower the other foot to the toe-taps. So you can just gently and actively press the lower back down into the mat. One more time each side. Place one foot all the way down, 2 feet all the way down. Let's go straight into spine curl. So tuck your tail under and roll your hips slowly up the mat into bridge. Breathe in at the top. And then as you breathe out, soften your chest, then your ribs, then your lower back, and refine the pelvis. Down. So trying to make every part of your spine as articulate and as free, it's freely moving as every other part. So notice if there are any little chunks where we've got less movement or stiffness or just a lack of sensation. Nice, one more time. Now lift and hold the pelvis up and bridge. Take your arms back, stretch above your head, and then bring your arms down and tighten the back of the legs a little bit more. Hold it as you reach the arms back. And then as you press your arms forward, lift the glutes from the sides of the bum muscle in. Now as you take your arms back, drop your hips. And then push your hips straight up as your arms come down. Drop your bum, take your arms back. Lift your hips, press your arms down. Keep going. Watch that you're not overextending the back and pushing the rib cage right up. So try and keep the lower ribs pulling in. That's one. Now, press your arms down, stand into one leg and pick up the other. And stop. Making the transition as smooth as possible. Stand on one leg and hold it. Take your arms back and forward. Good. Nice deep breaths. Last one. Place the foot down, pick up the other leg, and again take the arms forward and back. Keep the pelvis lifted, notice it starts to drop, drift down. Place the foot down, roll the spine into the floor. Nice. And then flip over onto your side. Let's do a little bit of side legs. So feet in line with your bum, long spine, open and close back, top knee. Hands. It's a little bit of core engagement. Now lift the foot, knees roll together. Nice. Lift and lower the leg, keeping the knee bent. Yeah, stretch them. Hold it up, bring your knee to your chest. And then stretch your leg down to the end of the mat. And then bend your knee, bring your thigh forward. And then stretch and push back. Knee forward. And straighten it. 2 more. And push your thigh back behind you as you straighten your leg. Now hold the leg straight and kick forward. 2 point back. 2 flex forward. 2 point back. 2 flex forward. And back. Last one. Bring the leg in front of you. Hold it there and go up and down. And up and down. Again, keeping the full touch. 2 more. Up. Down. Last one. Fold the knees, bring them forward so the shins are along the front edge of your mat. And let's go down to arm circles. Taking that top palm all the way around. Try not to let the legs move back. So try and keep the legs anchored. Now let's reverse, circle the arm all the way forward. Breaths. Come back to center, lift the top arm up, roll the spine back, open up the chest, and then forward. If you want to kind of get more stretch from the nerves, you can pull the wrist back, so reach the fingers back first. You're pushing through the heel of the hand. Right. One more. Swap your arms. So now bring your top hand to your forehead. Straighten your bottom arm and rest your head down. Now lift your head just off the floor. Rotate so you look down at the mat. And then rotate forward. And then rest down. And again, lift the head. Turn your eyes, look down. Keep going over your shoulder. Back to center. And rest. One more time. Lift the head. Rotate. Turn your head over your shoulder. Rotate back to center. And then rest down. One more time. Lift up. Turn your head. Stop looking at the floor. And then put your hand down onto the mat. Good. Slide the other hand back. And then we're going to rest the forehead onto the hands. Resting one on top of another. That's it. So your spine is in a rotation, it's in a twist. We'll just stay there for a couple of deep breaths. Even here, can you find any length through your spine? From there, lift your head up, walk your hands in. And then swing your legs around. Let's repeat all of that on the other side. So resting your head down once more, feet in line with your bum, and then you can get going straight away into planks. So engage the core, find length through the spine. I quite like having my hand on the back of my head to just help remind me to lengthen the spine. Keep the feet together. Now go into internal rotation, so the foot lifts up and down, knees stay together. Let's deep breaths. Lift and lower the leg, beginning and bend. From there, bring your knee forward toward your chest, and then straighten it down toward the mat. So your thigh glides forward, and then as you go back, push the back of your side backwards. More like that. Then let's transition into side kick. So we flex the ankle, kick forward, 2 point back. 2. So you push your heel forward to stretch the back of the leg, then push the thigh back to stretch the front. Couple more. And then rest the legs together. Bring the shins forward so they're along the front edge of your mat. And then let's go into arm circles, taking that to bar all the way around. Allow the spine to roll. So roll towards your back as your arm goes back. Roll towards your front as your arm goes forward. Now let's reverse, go the other way. Good. And then back to center. Raise your arm up. Open the book. You want to increase the sense of stretch. Pull the fingers back first. One more. Now from there, put your hand on your forehead. Straighten your bottom arm. Rest your head down. Now I'm going to lift the head. Hold it. Turn and look toward the mat. And then back forward. Rest your head down. And again, lift your head. This time, keep going and try and look over your shoulder. Bend and then down. One more time. Now put the hands one on top of another. So you twist, that's it. Rest your forehead on your hands and just stay there for a couple of breaths. From there, leave your arms where they are and just straighten the legs out and bring yourself onto your belly. Lift and lower the back of the head, looking down at your hands, pressing your forearms and elbows down into the joint as you lift your head. Lift and hold it. Now look forward, so extend the neck. And then glide your eyes down, tuck your chin and look towards your belly. Again, so glide your eyes forward and up. And then glide your eyes down, tuck your chin, look towards your chest. One more time. Slide the eyes forward and up. And then slide your eyes down, tuck the chin. Nice. Come up to where you feel like your head is in line with the rest of your spine. And then twist. So you're going to just slide your eyes and look to one side. And see how far you can take the eyes over your shoulder. And then bring them back to center. Turn and look to the other side. Again, look over your shoulder. And again. One more time each side. That's it. Bring your head and neck back to center. Float both hands and elbows off the floor. And then from there, bring your arms down by your sides. That's it. That's it. That's it. Now, without coming any higher in your spine, without extending anymore, try and retract your shoulders. So try and draw your shoulder blades back. That's it. Turn your head and look to one side. And then rest your head and your arms down, completely letting go into the floor. Lift your head and your arms up. Retract your shoulders. Turn and look to the other side. And then rest down completely. So you lift your head and your arms. Pull the shoulder blades towards one another. Turn your head to the other side. And then rest down. One more time, lifting up. Coming to center. Now stay in the center. Take your arms out wide to a T shape. And then back to your hips. And again. That's it, nice. Good, keep going. 2 more. Bring your arms back down by your side and stay there. We're just going to take one arm out the side and keep going. Bring it all the way around above your head, thumb facing up. Bring it back down to your hip. Take the other one out to the side. Circle it all the way around, just as far as, you don't have to go all the way above the head if that's not comfortable. Just go as far as it's comfortable. Keep alternating. One arm above the head, and then back, and then the other. One more time each side. Now, overlap the hands one on top of another again. Rest your head down. And then bend one knee and pull inwards. Pulse. 3, 2, 1. Stretch back and the other leg. In, 2, 1. Now, if pointing your toes starts to threaten cramp, then you could do flex, flex, flex. But pointing your toes just gives you a little bit more stretch through the front of the side. So if you can, do it. But if you can't, flex instead. Keep pressing the pubic bone down. Let's go one more time each side. And look onto your elbows. Interlace your fingers and press the heels of your hands together. Now let your chest slump between your arms and then push the floor away. Good. And again. Couple more. Now lift and hold it. Turn and look to one side again. And then turn and look to the other side. And again, one more time each side. And lift. And back to center. Keep your arms where they are. Lift your hips. Just walk your knees in a little bit so you're resting on your knees. So let's stay there and go to cat cow. So we tuck the tail, look between your legs, and then lift the tail and look forward. Switching between the two. You curl your tail and pull your lower abdominals up and in. And 2 more. Now, just stay where you are with your legs and straighten one arm forward. Put one hand onto the mat and then straighten 2 arms forward. And then really allowing your bum to stick out, let your chest drop down towards the floor. So your hips are above your knees. You're comfortable there, and then just stay in that stretch for a couple of breaths. Bring your weight back a little bit, Jane. Your hips are further forward than your knees. So bring your pelvis there, that's it. And just stay there and try and push the chest down. Come up onto your hands. And then we're going to thread the needles. So send one arm through the gap. Then just supporting elbow and bring your ear down, sorry. And then bring yourself back up. Swap hands, thread the other arm through, then just supporting elbow, bring your ear toward the floor. And up. And as before, Try to send the like stick your bum out, send your tailbone up toward the ceiling as you thread through. Nice. Keep the hand that is threading through on the floor. Slide it along the floor. Put your hand on the floor, Amanda. That's it. That's it. Good. One more time each side. Come back to center. And then again, go back into cat-cow, but now up on all fours. Tuck the tail, tuck the chin. Lift the tail, lift the chest. Nice deep, yes. Back to neutral. And then let's go arm and opposite leg, slide, and then float. Touch the floor, and then in. Slide and out. Go up to shoulder and hip height. Touch the floor. Keep alternating. Keep the abdominal wall lifting up so the back stays still. Moving the shoulders and the hips and the knees. Now, slide one arm, the other leg out, hold it. A little more challenging. Take your arm out to the side and then thread it through. And as you thread it through, you bend your sporting elbow and your leg starts to hinge or lift up toward the ceiling. Good. And then you come back up. Take your arm forward and in. Other arm and leg. So opposite side out. Take your arm out to the side. Thread it through the gap. Bend your sporting arm. Go slowly so you've got time to control. Stretch into that leg. Take it up. You can counterbalance. Leg comes down as the arm comes up. Take the arm forward and then back in. One more time each side like that. So you stretch the arm and opposite leg out. Take the arm out to the side. Thread it through, stretch that leg, stretch into it, which will help give you counterbalance. Good. Take the arm up. And then take it forward and in. Last time. Opposite arm and leg out. Take the arm out to the side, then thread through. Yeah, good, good. Stretching that leg. Stretch, 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 stretch. That back knee especially. Yes. And then back up. Good. Take the arm forward. And well done. Nice. Here. Come and sit down. That's great. So sitting onto the bum. Reach your arms forward. Curl the tail under. Peel the spine down to the floor. Nice. Circle the arms around, interlace your hands behind your head. Lift your elbows, tuck your chin, curl up. Pull both knees. Reach your arms down. And then let's start to pump and breathe in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And then as you breathe out, try and fold those bottom ribs in even more, curling up, flexing your leg into the floor. You want to straighten your legs, you can straighten them out. Turn out in the hips, squeezing the heels together. Keep reaching those arms forward, forward, forward. Pump, 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 pump. Good. 2 more breaths. Hold down, hug your knees into your chest. And then lower your head down, pick it all up. Walk the back of your legs, rock yourself up. Bring yourself around and rest down onto your elbow. So you set your elbow up underneath your shoulder. Open up the front of the chest. So you try and stretch the collarbones wide. Nice. Lift the hips up. And out. And up. Down. Last one. Now stay there. Take your arm up. Great. Lift your top leg. And hold it. Bring your hand down. And then lift. And then down. Lift. One more time. Lower. And then stay there. Stretch your arm and your leg out. Stretch over. Opening up that side. Let yourself go into side bend. Let your head drop. Good. And then come all the way in and down. Swing your legs round. So shoulder, elbow underneath your shoulder. Open up collarbones. And then lift and lower. Stay there. Raise your arm. Raise your leg. Lower the arm. And then lift. And again, lower. And lift. One more time. Stretch your arm and your leg apart. Press them down. Take yourself over into side bend. Letting your head relax. And then come all the way down. In. Come up onto your hand. Put your top foot onto the floor. Rest your arm on top of your knee. And then we're going to go up and over. Let your head relax. And then down. And again. Nice. 2 more. Open up those top ribs. Last one. Swing the legs around. And then step your foot onto the floor. Rest your arm on top of your knee. And then let's go up and over. Let your head relax. And then down. And again. Good. Keep opening up the chest. Opening up the shoulders. Last one. Let your head go. Good. Stretch the legs out again in front of you. Now we're going to go to the ab series. So curl the tail under, roll down. Interlace your hands behind the back of your head. Lift your elbows, tuck your chin, curl up. Fold one knee, fold 2 knees. Great. So single leg stretch. Take one leg out and one knee pulls in. Hold the knee that's come in lightly. And then swap. So one leg stretches where the other knee actively pulls in towards your chest. And your body stays absolutely still. Good. Keep your chin tucked. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both knees in. Curl up a little bit more. So we're really pulling those lower ribs in. And then stretch your arms back as your legs stretch out. Circle, fold in. Stretch the arms and the legs apart. Circle the arms around, bend the knees into chest, curl up more. And again, stretch out. Circle, fold in, stay curled. One more. Stretch out. Circle in. Hands behind your head, stretch your legs up. Turn out, squeeze your heels together and lower the legs a little bit. Lift up. Keep your lower back flex into the floor. 3 more. Now take hold of the back of one leg and lower the other leg all the way down. Swap them over. Reach, reach. So do a pulse, pulse, pulse. So it comes in, goes in further. Switch, pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, switch, channel, pulse, pulse. Now this is the nastiest one to finish with. Fold the knees, hands behind your head. Twist to one knee and stretch your leg away. Good, and swap. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, elbow to opposite knee. 6, 5, keep your head relaxed. 3, 2, 1. Fold both knees in, let your head rest down to the rock. Well done. I'm going to flip back over onto your front. So this time, set yourself up with your forearms off the edge of the mat. And then peel up until you're resting on your legs. That's it. So your bottom ribs are on the floor. Just do a couple just like that. As you come up, gently press the elbows down. Open up the shoulders. Open up the front of the chest. But now this time, keep going. Let the ribcage come away from the mat and fully extend the elbows. Scooping the belly up with you and then down again. So head, neck, upper back. Then the ribs come away. Pull up the abdominal wall and then back down again. 2 more like that. Nice. Last one. So we're going to do the same thing, but change the arm position. So bring your hands so they're right by your armpits. Pull the shoulders back. And again, lift the chest. Straighten the elbows. Extend the spine. Back down, bending the elbows in towards you. And like this. So the elbows pull in towards your sides. Your collarbones stretch wide. Lift the chest up. Scooping up the belly with you. And then back down again. 2 more. Elbows in, chest up, push into the floor. Nice. And down. Bring your eyes up with you. Don't leave your eyes behind. And then down. Nice. Take your arms out wide into a T. Lift one leg up and twist. That's it. And then come back down. Lift the other leg up. Twist the other way. And again. So I naturally want to look away from the way that the leg is going, but see what you feel. One more time each side. So you roll the pelvis and allow the spine to rotate. And then back to center. Bring your hands in, push yourself up. Ooh. And you can choose now to either sit back and stretch forward, or to have the hips up and stretch the arms forward that way like we did earlier. So your choice. You can sit back into your heels. Your knees don't like that though. Lift your hips off your heels and stretch. Take a couple of breaths. Now come and sit up facing forward. You can cross the legs if you don't like. If you don't feel comfortable with your legs crossed, you can have your legs straight or the knees bent with the feet back. So lift the spine up tall. Take the right arm up and then stretch over into a side bend. Let yourself rest gently onto your left hand. That's it. Then come back up. Take the left arm up. Open up the side of the rib cage. Notice if you start to go forward like that, so try and keep the chest wide. One more time each side. Roll the shoulders. Good. Just let the arms rest down now. Lift tall, tuck your chin, look over one shoulder and twist. Come back to center. Lift tall, look over your other shoulder and rotate. And again, one more time each side. Come back to the middle. Now tip your right ear towards your right shoulder. Stay there. Turn your head towards your armpit. Rotate and look forward once more. Then come back up. Tip your left ear to your left shoulder. And then rotate, turn your gaze to look down towards your armpit. Rotate to the forward. And then back up. One more time each side. So you side bend, then rotate. Turn back to center. And up. Tip your left ear to your left shoulder. Rotate. Center. Up. Tuck your chin, look down toward your chest. And then glide your eyes up the wall, along the ceiling, and up. Along the ceiling, down the wall, tuck your chin, look down toward your chest. And then up the wall, along the ceiling. And then center. Take the right arm forward and circle it all the way around. Keep as much lift through the spine as you can. Take the left arm forward, circle it all the way. So you lift up tall. One more time each side. Come back to all fours once more. Shoulder drops. So you let your shoulders just sink. And then you push the floor away. Glide your shoulders wide across your back. And again, you let your body sink between your arms. And then push the floor away. One more time. Put one hand behind your head and do a couple more. Same thing. Arms stay straight. Yeah. More. Swap arms. So keeping the elbows straight, just let your body sink down, then push the floor away. So essentially your shoulder blade is gliding around the ribs. One more. Place both hands down. Now, keep the shoulders fixed on the ribs and bend the elbows. And then push the floor away. That's it. So your chest lowers between your hands. The back stays long. One more. Nice. Tuck your toes under. Lift your knees off the floor. And then walk them all the way back until we're into a plank. And then walk your feet all the way forward, bending the knees and the hips. And again, walk the feet back. And stay there. Bum down, chest up. 3 little press ups. 3, 2, 1. Walk your feet in, lifting your hips up. So all your weight is over your feet. And then just let your head completely relax. So you're looking in between your legs. And just stay there for a couple of breaths. Just let your body completely hang over. Cross your arms. So your hands are just on your forearm, on your upper arm, sorry. Cross your elbows. That's it, and then again, just stay there, take a couple of deep breaths. Letting your head hang, letting your body hang, that's good. Now roll up, curl the tail under, feel the spine up, let your arms release down by your sides. And then we're going to roll down. So you tuck your chin, feel down through the spine, let your arms and your head hang. So you feel that stretch on the back of the legs. And then rolling up, curl the tail under. Feel the spine all the way back up. Standing. And again, rolling down. Now this time, when we roll all the way down, walk out onto your hands all the way until you're right out into a plank. That's it. So all the way down to plank. Place one knee down, 2 knees down. Sit back. Just roll the wrists out. the heel of the hand forward. Then take hold of the fingers, just gently stretch the inside of the wrist. And then do the same, put the back of the hand forward, put your hand over the top of the finger, gently pull the hand back and stretch the top of the wrist. Stay on the other hand, so you push the heel of the hand forward, put your hands over your fingers, pull the fingers back gently. And back of the hand forward, hand over the top, pull the fingers back gently, stretch the wrist. Put both hands together. Push the wrists down. Put the backs of the hands together. And then pull the elbows down. Okay, cool. Just roll up. Just like so. We could get the other way. Okay, come lie down onto your back. Let's return to the beginning when we lay and roll the head. So you start by gently rolling your head side to side. You can do it with your eyes closed, all your eyes open, it's up to you. Let the weight of your head relax into the floor. Let your mouth soften, your jaw soften. Back to center, circular. And then reverse. Come back to center and now tuck your chin. And then slide your head back. Tuck the chin. And slide the head back. And back to center and just release. Let yourself rest. Just spend a moment to scan through your body. And just notice what sensations you feel. So where are you drawn to? What do you notice most clearly? And what are the different types of sensations you can feel? Heat, itching, prickliness, heaviness, sense of tone or tightness, softness, gurgling or pulsing. Notice the difference between how the skin feels against the air and how the skin feels against your clothing. Where in your body feels heavy and where in your body feels light? Take a last couple of breaths and let everything just settle in, like everything we've done, let it absorb in. And then we shall finish.